Before I gave this its facelift, its future was looking pretty grim. This thing was destined for a dumpster, and I really didn't want that to happen. But look at it now. To show you how I did it, let me take you back to square one. Okay, here's the game plan. I'm just gonna break this thing apart, take it off into all its individual little pieces, clean it up, and then we'll kind of go from there. So I know what you're about to ask. Danny, are those shelves real marble? Because they look like real marble. They're stickers and they're garbage. Okay, so I just removed all of the marble stickers on all the shelves, and of course I forgot to record any of it. But one thing I haven't done yet is remove the sticker on the very bottom of the shelf itself, which is the worst of it all, so at least I can show that. That's so disgusting. If you like and share, I'll be sending one lucky fan free stickers. So now that I've washed my hands from that nightmare, I'm gonna go ahead and just vacuum it up, wipe it down, and rebuild it. You know, all things considered, it doesn't look that bad. I actually have hope for this thing. We have the less fun option A, which is trying to shimmy this in between the door and the glass itself, hoping that I can cut those little double stick pads in half, or option B, just smash it. We'll see what we can get. I really don't want to smash these with a hammer. Okay. Who am I kidding? I do want to smash these with a hammer. I probably should have covered that with a cloth or something before I hit it, but I really wanted that sweet, sweet slow-mo, so hopefully it looks cool. That went so much worse than I thought it would. Not only was it a giant mess, but there's also double stick tape as well as glue all over these panels. I really don't want to go through the process of cleaning up 3 of these, so instead I'm just going to cut 3 new doors out of 1/2-inch plywood. I think it'll look better. It should work out great. We're going to do that. I'm gonna use this awkward camera angle and this death trap in order to measure the width for these doors. I already measured the length, and I can actually get 3 full doors out of the 8-foot length. Oh, hell yeah. So that is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, here's the test. Looks good to me. Line it up and get the length. Still haven't cut myself, by the way. Even though I'm still finding glass everywhere, these panels look pretty good. How's there glass on this wood? I just cut it. The backs of these panels take European hinges, but I don't have any way to cut these right now, so I'm going to go figure that one out. I am back after about a month because I'm lazy, and I have a concealed hinge jig. Should make it a lot easier to cut the little holes in my panels. I don't know, I gotta figure out how to use it. Finally got this thing figured out, and it is ready to fulfill its destiny, which is drilling holes for me in my garage. I don't have too much hope because this plywood that I have on hand is a little bit thinner than the original doors itself, so I'm kind of worried that it's going to just punch right through, but only one way to find out, and that's why we're using scrap. That is not what you want. It should work out great. It should work out great. That didn't go well, but it was kind of what I expected. I don't have any other material. I've already cut my doors. I don't want to waste that. So instead, I'm going to use this as a creative opportunity. We'll come back to that in just a sec. While aligning the hinge tool into the backs of the existing door panels, I marked the center location of the drill bit using the guide on the tool. Using these marks, I transferred the center location onto the new doors and clamped it down. This allowed me to match the positions without any measuring. I repeated the same process on all of the doors with varying degrees of success. With these hinges being already in the proper locations, it's going to be that much more important that I got those hole measurements right. Let's see. Wow, dreams really do come true. Finally, we're at a place where I feel like I'm making progress. All I have to do is get these doors on, hope everything lines up, then figure out a solution for those holes. And then I think that's it. And then I'll have like a decent cabinet, hopefully, if all things work well. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, this thing's looking kind of cool. There is one big problem. There's a big old gap in between these two doors. Now that it's all together, I think I remember this side being kind of wonky. Okay, so I have a confession. I thought the issue was the construction of the cabinet, so I routed out an edge for a 1/4-inch spacer on the back of the door that would cover the gap when it was closed. After I did all of that, it dawned on me that I should just try adjusting the hinges. And yeah, that was the problem. You know what, despite the little hiccup, this thing's looking pretty good. I've got everything aligned. There's no more big holes. I have my painting shirt on because I almost forgot I still need to paint it. I wish I hadn't put the doors on already, but we're past that. Since these doors are already attached, I'm not even gonna worry about painting the inside. I'm just gonna paint around the outside using the same color I used for these walls in my garage renovation video. That way it'll match, but at the same time I get this nice wood workshop look. I think it'll look good. It should look pretty good. While I got to painting the cabinet, I had my clone robot start ripping plywood for the cabinet face decoration. As you probably just saw, I ripped 2.5-inch strips of this 1/4-inch plywood through the table saw. Now I'm going to take the strips over to my miter saw and cut these fun little equilateral triangles, thanks geometry. And then I should be able to take those to cover them up over these hinge imperfections, we'll call it. Really tempted to throw this into a design software and draw the triangles and sketch everything out just perfect, exactly the way I want it. But I think I need a little bit of a break, and it's probably gonna be just as effective if I just take them and place them on here and see what it looks like that way. Just have to figure out how I'm gonna glue this thing up.
That looks so cool. Are they glued down?
I decided on hot glue because it's super quick and it's just going to be a spray paint cabinet for my garage. I'm thinking of this more as a proof of concept for updating old furniture rather than a perfectly finished piece. If it fails, I'll post an update on my Instagram. I don't know if it was the towels or the toilet paper that gave it away, but that was not my garage. Turns out my wife liked it so much, she wanted it to go in one of our bathrooms. I don't know if you like kittens and puppies, please consider subscribing. I'm hoping that I can get these out quicker than once every 4 months. Thank you again for the support, seriously. I do have an Instagram. It kind of sucks, but anything that I don't do in these YouTube videos will probably end up there. So if you want to engage with me and see what I'm building, maybe check it out. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. I am still finding glass all over this table. It's freaking me out.